Winter is coming to an end really, really quickly. The forecast is calling for really warm weather, above freezing. And that means the ice road is going to be kaput before you know it. It will come to an end very quickly once the temperatures soar above the freezing point and stay there. The road just goes. It's over. I can use my snowmobile after that for maybe a week or two, and then it's completely over. And so I've got a lot of stuff that I need to get done and wrap up around here before winter ends and breakup begins. Breakup is when the ice on the lakes starts to break up and it's too dangerous for anybody. Now, today it's still cold, and that's great. I can get a lot done in cold weather. That's when I operate the best, most efficiently, and when I'm happiest. So yeah, let's get the stove going though, warm up the inside of the cabin, and get to work. Nice coal left over here in the stove from the last time I was here. It didn't burn down completely when I shut down the stove and I left. I love having some of those remains in the stove when I come back just to light it up. Man, stove gets so hot so fast. These fire starters are just compressed wax and sawdust. Awesome. It's pretty cold in here. It's good. I want to finish this wall, clean it all up, move in the furniture. And this room will not be complete, like not completely complete before the breakup happens, but 100% livable. Oh. Remember how these guys work. There's a gap along the side, the extension, where it attached to the original structure of the cabin. And that's because the extension is square and straight. The original cabin had warped and started to bend. And so there's a space in between that I'm gonna have to fill. I'll be using spray foam or whatever the heck you want to call it to fill that gap. And then I'll have to beautify it from the outside. Three. Now I really want to use this scrap stuff for the walls. I got quite a bit here, but I want to make sure I'm getting the right stuff. got this bad habit of, like when I cut wood or whatever, I like to move so fast. So what I'll do is, I'll just cut it, the wood will drop, I'll move on to the next one, cut it, the wood will drop, move on to the next one, start doing the work. And that wood that starts to accumulate in little spots here, there, and everywhere when I'm cutting it. I don't address it quickly enough. I should address it at the end of every day. So I'm trying to be better at organizing my piles of like offcuts or whatever. And just going around the cabin, cleaning it all up, making the place look a whole heck of a lot better. And just a little more organized. Now this pile isn't perfectly organized. I did just toss it in there, but there's just so many different pieces of so many different sizes and thicknesses that it just makes sense. I just throw it all in there and I just like pick through it. Even though it's like minus 15 outside today, the heat from that sun is changing each and every day. The higher up it goes, the warmer it is. Cold, but not. I can feel the heat on the black of my hoodie. And it's just a lovely feeling, it really is. Okay. There we go. That's better. Nice. This is the monotonous stuff. Custom cutting each one of these pieces of plywood slows everything down. It really does. You got to get them perfect, right? As much as you can. And I don't get them perfect, but they fit for sure, right? Like if you can see this is nice. It's working here. But I'm dealing with this plywood offcut material that is, it's got like the cuts in the offcuts aren't really straight. So now I'm trying to make straight cuts off of cuts that aren't straight. So the cuts remain unstraight, if that makes any sense. Oh, that's a perfect fit, that one. Really happy with that one. Yes, oh man, pumped. The very last piece right here. Get in there. Yeah, good. Yeah, the walls are done. And like I've said, I will be doing up these walls really nicely with some sort of pine or something. So right now, it's just plywood. And the fit and finish is decent. It's not like perfect, but I'm still really happy with it. Knowing that I'm going to be covering it kind of put me at ease. You know, I'm like, it doesn't have to be perfect. And remember, it's just a cabin. Got some homemade chicken soup here from Crystal. It's frozen, but it won't take long in there. Okay, I'm trimming out these windows because it's gonna look so much better. this window is looking great. Oh my gosh. Such a simple thing. It is just so simple. Look at that, just a bit of trim and it's just changing this room entirely. Oh, so beautiful. And this was stuff that it's, what's it called? Strapping that I had on the roof that I ended up taking down. A bit too narrow, only 3 inches wide. And man, it's perfect for what I'm doing right now. And it's just fluky, just lucky that it's working and it's fitting. Just perfect. Look at that. You always get perfect toast when you just lay it down on some paper towel on the stove, but you got to keep an eye on it. You can't beat this. If you're going to be at the cabin, you can have chicken soup with toast and butter. Man, yes. So good. Oh, so good. Yeah. Amazing. Okay, I need to make an adjustment. Unfortunately, I was just looking at all of that 3-inch strapping that I had left. I don't have enough to finish the next window, but I have some 4-inch, 2 pieces of really beautiful 4-inch strapping. So I'm going to take this guy off. I'll put a 4-inch across the top and I'll put a 4-inch across the bottom. That means I'll need to adjust these guys. And it'll actually be a little more uniform if I do it that way. So I just want to have it done today before I go home. I'm going to go back into town tonight and then I'm going to come back out tomorrow morning. And I really want these windows done. So I'm using what I have on site and I still think it's going to look great. I'd love to hear from you guys if you think the 4-inch on top and the 4-inch on the bottom is slick, right? Or would you prefer it was all 3-inch? Let's have a look and see what it looks like. Oh yeah, excellent. Oh my gosh, very exciting. Yes, okay. So you can see it's a bit wider on top now. It's a little bit narrower coming down the side and then wide on the bottom and a bit narrower on the side. Overall, I think it looks really nice. This is my last piece right here. See how she looks? Looks really good. Looks really good. Yay. Man, this has been a really fun day. This stuff is just really enjoyable. It's hard to describe. It's looking so good. Oh, I couldn't be happier with this. It's like maybe the simplest thing I've done, but it's been so satisfying. Okay, I'm gonna head back to the house. I'll be coming here again tomorrow. Still lots of stuff to do to make this extension look even better. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Tyvek. Now what I have been doing is going like this, right? And it just holds it there for me. Just put it right in the broomstick, on the broomstick, whatever you want to say. Oh, I want to do the bottom first. I definitely want to do the bottom first. Oh, look at that wind. It's like a flag. I'm right on a stud here. Oh man, staple can't penetrate this. This is a stud. I'm gonna have to take my hammer to that. You gotta be really gentle when doing it with these staples. If you give it one solid shot, those staples will break for sure. Yeah. Now, I can just use this broomstick for a nice even roll. I think. Yeah. A little bit cockeyed there. Not too bad. Okay. Okay, good. I'm super happy. We're protected. I do have to tape all of the seams everywhere, and I just don't know if it's warm enough today to do it. It's like -10, -15 Celsius, so it might be too cold for the tape to stick. I spoke with Crystal. I'm gonna explore tearing this wall down. This gyprock has to come off for sure. It's falling apart. The heat is crushing it. It's cracked. It's cracked in behind too. I will be replacing all of this. I'll do something proper, some sort of steel to reflect the heat back into the cabin and not crack, something strong. But I spoke with Crystal last night and I said, I might take that wall out here. Now I know a lot of you think it should go. Others agree it shouldn't. I'm gonna do what I want. In the end, I'm gonna do what I want. We like that there's a little corner in here, a little sitting corner. And it's just nice, right? And it's blocked. But if I open this up, the heat will transfer to the extension really nicely. Essentially, it will warm it up perfectly. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take everything off before I make any commitment. I'm gonna take off the plastic, I'm gonna take out the insulation, and I'm gonna have a good look at this electrical. The electrical is where I'm concerned. I don't know anything about it. I don't know anything about electrical. And some might say it's very easy to deal with, but if you haven't done it even once in your life, you know, it can't, I'm nervous about it. I don't know what I'm doing. So I think it can be scary, justifiably. Maybe I don't know. I just don't know what to do. Like if I cut it and move it, and then I plug in the cabin to a power source, like am I putting my cabin at risk of catching on fire because I've done something wrong and there's like actually power running through it and it's gonna, like, I don't know. First things first, I'm gonna turn down this stove because she's cranking right now. I'm gonna pull off this gyprock and I'm gonna remove all this plastic and all of the insulation. This fan right here, giving me all kinds of problems. It doesn't want to spin properly. It spins and then it stops and then it spins and then it stops. And it's old, maybe 6 or 7, 8 years old. And when I say old, I mean this thing has probably gone around the world 4 or 5 times because at my home, the first 5 years that I lived in my home with a wood stove, this thing was going nonstop for 6 months of the year. Non-stop, sitting on my wood stove, just going. And so it's put in miles for sure. And then here all winter long, it's just, I think it's done. And time to get a new one. And I'll probably get an even bigger one. Okay. It's almost like they glued it. I'm not sure what they did here. Oh my. Okay, this part of the wall stays. No matter what, that has to stay. I will be pulling out the insulation right where it meets that board. All of that will come out. Now I might want to keep some of this insulation because I've got some insulation work I need to do. Okay. I could sawzall right through this thing pretty quickly and it would be over. If this cord wasn't here, it would have been done already. Okay. Freedom. Now, just a reminder, I don't have anything plugged into the cabin. This looks like, how do I release that? How do I pull that out? Okay. Okay. Inside here I can see there's a screw right there and a screw right there. Okay, I feel pretty good. I do. Just need a longer drill bit. Okay. So I see that that has to do that. And that goes through there. Yes. Okay. It's happening. I don't know if I have wire cutters. Oh, that's not good. But all I know is I can pull this through. And just keep going. Okay, now, look at this right here. This is more power coming out here. Like, has this been dangerous the whole time? I don't know. But yeah, it's just right behind the stove. So I'm gonna have to do something about that one too when I take out all this gyprock. So I wanna cut this guy, obviously. And I want it to drop down. I want it to be pretty low. I'll cut it right there. Give myself a little bit of extra right now. Okay. I don't have proper wire cutters, but this tool seems to be doing an okay job. There we go. Oh, that's actually pretty easy to do. Okay, so that is held in there nice and tight. This guy needs to loop around this screw right here. There's probably like a really easy way to do this. I'm going to just get it in there a little bit. And then I'm going to loop the copper around it, and then I'll tighten it. I know it's hard to see what I'm doing here. Let's see, can I get that in? Yeah, okay. Okay, good. So this has been moved back. So I'm gonna have it coming out here like this, right? So that way I have a power outlet right there. But since it's been sitting like that for so long, I feel okay about it right now, just like this. I'll put that little yellow cap on the right color, and it should behave the exact same way it's been behaving for the last 5, 6, 7 years. Right back on the black. Yeah. Okay, I need to cut all the way down here, all the way down there. Shouldn't take too long. And it's gonna change everything. Whew! Once it starts, there's no stopping it. Okay. Oh, great. Yay. Oh, good. Okay. Yeah. It's done. It is done. There's no going back. There's still tons to do, obviously, but man, the cabin has changed so much. If you watched this channel last year when I first got this place and the state it was in, not a good state and no space. And now it's a big cabin. It really is. 12 by 30 if you want to know the dimensions. 30 long, 12 wide. And plenty big. And this changes absolutely everything. I'm going to have a place for a wood box there. The heat's going to go to the other section like a dream. It's wicked. It's wicked. This area is a chronic mess. It's not a good thing, it really isn't. I got to figure out how to deal with it. Because the last thing I want is for all of these little wood bits to keep going into the extension. I don't want that. This is amazing. The extension is better than I ever could have imagined. It's like, whoo, like I can feel it all throughout now. It just really feels unbelievable in here. I can't believe I pulled this off over this winter. Some of the stuff I did in -50. Crazy stuff up on the roof, man, holy. But every single moment just made me, like, I don't know how to describe it, just feel alive, I guess you could say. I just really felt alive this winter doing all of this stuff and making all these videos and really pushing myself. But yeah, I gotta say, there's a good chance this summer. I gotta be careful, I don't wanna make a promise, but there's a good chance that wood stove is coming out of there and it's gonna be sitting right here where I am. or in the other corner. And it will allow for everywhere to be warm. The extension will be super warm. Heat rises. The heat will just carry to the other part of the cabin. Now, if I do keep it central where it is now, it's probably an advantage to that because it's really keeping everything warm more evenly. But there's a lot of space right there by the door. It's almost like you come in and that stove is in the way. I think I'd rather come in and have like a little area there. Ideally, a dartboard. I really want to put a dartboard there. So yeah, you'll have to stay tuned for that this summer. It would be a big job for sure. Never properly installed a wood stove before, like cut open a roof, and you saw how much work I did on this roof and the ceiling. For me to then all of a sudden go and chop it up to put a stove pipe through it, that would be a little bit nerve-wracking for sure. But yeah, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Move the stove in here in the corner and have the heat travel throughout, or keep the stove more central. I mean, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do in the end, but I love hearing what you guys have to say and your reasons why. There's a lot of wisdom out there in the comment section for sure. A little bonus leftover insulation. Can't beat it. I mean, that's a perfect fit right there, holy. I mean, it's a perfect fit. I'm very fortunate in that regard that it just fits perfectly. I'll vapor barrier this at some point, but not in this video. Yes, what a bonus. Good. Look at this place. I mean, it is amazing with that wall open now. It really opens the cabin. It really opens the amount of heat that's going to circulate. I'm so happy with this. This was not my plan when I started this video. When I came out here yesterday, it was all about getting the furniture in here, cleaning it all up, getting this window right here done, or these windows, I should say, and this front wall. And in the end, it's better beyond belief compared to what I thought it was gonna be, because I just took a chance, you know, dealt with the electrical, cut out the wall, and now this cabin, it just feels huge. It feels huge, and I feel so lucky to be able to have this cabin and to come out here often and share all of this stuff with you guys as I'm learning as I go. And it's been an incredible experience so far, and this extension is amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had a great time. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back really soon.